What is up? It is your boy Greatman47. You already know. I'm back on the scene with another video. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I put out content. All right, today's video, I am going to talk about my new EDC. So I'm pretty excited about it. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, so let's jump right into this. If you saw my last video, I told y'all that I was selling my 6-hour 320X Compact RXP Edition. And, you know, that was something that had been my EDC for quite some time. I decided I was going to replace it. I did replace it. I sold it already. So let's talk about the Staccato C2 DPO Edition. For those of you that have watched any Staccato videos, you've already seen this bag. You know what it looks like. And for those of you that already own Staccatos, same thing. You know what this bag looks like. One of the things that they give you are 2 additional magazines. So you got 1 in the gun and 2 additional in the bag. So for a total of 3 magazines, which is a pretty good deal considering that these magazines cost about $75 a piece if you buy them individually. Couple quick specs on the gun before I bring it out. It has a 3.9-inch bull barrel, which is great. It also has a fiber optic front and a Dawson Precision Charger rear sight. And the trigger is 4 to 4.5 pounds with ambi safety levers. And the dimensions are, the length of it is 7.4 inches. The grip is 1.3. The height is 5.6. And width at safeties is 1.5. And the weight is approximately 25 ounces empty with no magazine in it. So as you can see, it's very similar to some of the guns that maybe you carry now, like the popular Glock 19. It's in that neighborhood. Even that 6 Sauer that I just sold, same neighborhood. So let's bring the gun out here. I will show you nothing in the magazine, and it is clear and safe. All right. All right, so this is the gun itself. All right. So just a good looking gun, a 1920. This is my first experience with a 1920. So I figured I might as well go Staccato if I'm going to do it. So I ended up going with the Staccato. As you saw in my one of my previous videos, I did the Staccato XC. I did a video on that. I rented that gun and shot it, and it just shot like a dream, like it was straight up, like they say, cheat codes. So I decided to go with the Staccato C2. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Staccato C2 and my experience shooting it here in a second. But let's quickly go over the gun. If you don't know much about 2011s, they have removable grip modules that can be taken off completely. That would take this whole grip off plus the slide or the trigger guard. Those would come off. You could replace it with another one. If you don't like the grip texture or the size, you can replace that in the 2011 as compared to a 1911 where you have to where you basically just remove the side panels and the rest of the grip is made of some type of metal or steel. All right, so these that come with the Staccato C2, it is a polymer grip module, but the rest of the frame, the lower part of the frame, is in aluminum, and then obviously you have your steel slide up top. Polymer grip module kind of cuts down on the weight a little bit and makes it easy to conceal and easy to carry. There is that front sight that's fiber optic. I have the green fiber optic. They do give you some replacement fiber optic. I think they give you both the red and the green. So if you want to put one as opposed to the other, you could do that. It comes with a plate at the top, and which is also a part of the dovetail rear sight as well. But as you can see here, I have a loophole. I have the loophole Delta Point Pro. And the reason I went with the Delta Point Pro is because the Delta Point Pro has a really good reputation for being a robust and good pistol optic. And it also has a decent size window, as you can see here. Nice size window there. And just an all-around good dot. And the footprint on this gun is cut for Delta Point Pro, so there is a direct mount to the slide. I didn't need a plate or anything like that. It was easy just to directly mount it to the slide. So that's why I went with that Delta Point Pro. Also, in addition to that, when you take the plate off, the rear sight also comes off as well. So I did have to go out and purchase online this rear sight, which then attaches to, it connects to the optic itself and then also screws into the slide. But I also purchased that from Dawson Precision. I think there's some other options out there as well, but I think the Dawson Precision option is the best option. It is a little pricey. It is 50 bucks just for that rear optic, that rear sight there that you can add. All right. Also, in addition to that, I added a light. As you can see, I have the Streamlight TLR 7A, which is a really nice light, and it's pretty lightweight. It's almost flush with the front of the gun, so it looks good. It functions well. Just a really good light. We know that Streamlight makes a really great product, so I did add that to it. And I will say this, and because sometimes I hate when I watch videos and people tell us all about their guns and they don't give us a price on how much things cost. But all together, this gun plus this sight and the light itself, I put about a little over $3,000 into this gun. And I know some people say, man, why would you spend that much money on a carry gun? And they make the argument that if something happens and they were in a self-defense situation, and once you use that gun, the law enforcement will take it from you, and who knows if you'll get it back, and if you do get it back, what shape it'll be in. Why would you do that with a $3,000 gun, or a gun that you put $3,000 into? And I think that's a personal choice. For me, I'm fine with that, because I think that this gun is a great piece of machinery that I'm going to enjoy shooting at the range. Because I don't know about you, but when I go to the range, the gun that I shoot the most is my concealed carry gun. So if I'm going to enjoy shooting this gun, and I feel like this gun performs very well and is robust, and I get great results from it, I'm okay with that. And chances are, I'm probably never going to be in a self-defense situation. Most people never are. So if there is that slight chance that I am, and I've gotten an opportunity to shoot and practice with this and enjoy this gun, and it performs well, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it, and if I have to get it taken after a defense situation, so be it. That's just my personal opinion. All right, so some of you might say, well, what holster, or great man, what holster are you using for this gun? What are you using to carry that gun? Now, I know I'm going to get a whole lot of hate in the comment section for this, but hey, it's my gun. I like this kind of holster, and I'll tell you why. I'm using a Falco nylon holster to carry my Staccato. It fits in here perfectly. It's cut for an optic. It covers the trigger. Once I put it inside my pants and I tighten my belt, it does not come out. There is enough tension here that the gun doesn't come out. I love nylon. Even those Uncle Mike's and those holsters, I like those holsters because I'm a minimalist. I know Kydex is popular. Kydex is great. But Kydex takes up a lot of space, a lot of room, and isn't that comfortable. There's going to be very minimal friction on my gun from this nylon holster because it's so smooth inside. So therefore, it's not going to wear on my gun. It's not going to wear off the finish. So as I took this gun to the range, I put about a total of about 600 rounds through it since I purchased it. And so I'm really going to say now that I'm very comfortable. No malfunctions, not one malfunction in the 600 rounds. I know 600 rounds isn't a ton of rounds, but it's enough to make me comfortable with carrying this gun. No malfunctions whatsoever. The gun shoots smoothly. It does not shoot like an XC. If you shot an XC and you're expecting this to be an XC, it is not an XC. Now, I heard some of the porting, if you get a chunk port or the other ports up top, the holes in the top, then it kind of gets a little closer to the XC, but it does not shoot quite like the XC. However, I would say that it is a huge step above the SIG that I had. It is a huge step above any Glocks that I've ever shot, like just on a different level. And I feel so much more confident and comfortable with this gun. So not only is it a good looking gun, but it's also a great performing gun as well. So that's kind of where I am with this, y'all. I just want to kind of update you on it. This really wasn't so much of an informational video as it is an update video. But do me a favor, drop some comments down there in that comment section. Do you think this was a good move? Or do you think it was a bad move? You know, I'm okay either way. Drop it down there in that comment section and let me know how you feel. If you have some experience with the Staccato, let me know that too. That's all I got for you today. I appreciate you riding on another one with me today. And do me a favor, again, like I said at the beginning, like, share, and subscribe. If you ain't packing, you're slacking. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.